Hey, what is going on, guys? I'm Kevin, aka the Nameless Mist, and welcome back to Learning Pauper. And hallelujah, Peregrine Drake is banned. So, Mono Black Control, my favorite competitive deck, just got a lot better. So, you know what? We're gonna go. We've been having fun in the just for fun setting with some of the other decks, but I think now we're gonna give it a good shot back in competitive, back in tournament practice. So, I think that'll be good. We'll be able to focus more on competitive, learning the matchups, learning the other tier 1 decks. And yeah, I think it'll be a good time. So I'll see you guys in the first game. Alright, we win the die roll, and this is a hand without lands. So we need to mulligan that, obviously. Oh boy. This is a terrible start. We need some lands. Well, we got lands. Put that on the bottom. We got lands, boys. Not much else, but we got lands. Let's see what we're up against here. It's been a while since I've played tournament practice. I might be a little bit rusty, but you know, it'll be a good learning experience, and that's what learning Pauper is all about, you know? Okay, this may just be the mirror matchup. It is not the mirror matchup. I love the art on Expedition map. It's so detailed, especially the paper card. It's fantastic. Okay, that's not what we wanted to draw. In a cycle. That's not what we wanted to draw at all. So this is terrible. We really need to draw one of our 3-drops next turn. Like, we really need to draw one of our 3-drops, or else I think we've already lost. That's new. Okay, so this is an interesting card. I've never seen this one before. It's pretty cool. End in a Hail Spellbomb. For Graveyard Hate. Alright. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to draw. That is definitely not what we wanted to draw. We've got the Disfigure. We might end up disfiguring that, or if we play something stronger that we can disfigure. We've got the mana for it. Okay, he's mapping. He's got an island, so he is playing black-blue, not just mono-black. Okay, he's got Ponder. I think we're going to go ahead and disfigure his guy. I like that art a lot. It's a pretty cool card. I like that flavor text a lot too. Alright, so let's just disfigure that, since it's the only thing we can do. And hopefully draw one of our 3-drops. Fuck, man. That is not what we wanted. Well, we have that Tendrils of Corruption. That's an instant, so if he plays something with 3 health, we can kill it. So it's something, but he's not guaranteed to play a creature. And even if he does, it might have more than 3 health. And he's going to Brainstorm. We really just got a horrible start. But that's just RNG. There's nothing we can do against that. It's like at FNM, or Friday Night Magic, the other night at my local game store, and I had to mulligan down to 3. Needless to say, I did not win that game. But, you know, it happens. It's the RNG. It's part of the game. What can you do? We do have Gary next turn if he doesn't play anything. Another expedition map. And Chromatic Star. This is a really interesting deck. It's like a sort of like Affinity mixed in with black and blue. I'm not really sure. It's kind of weird. Well, double Gary isn't terrible, but it's not great. Not having a creature to play until turn 5 is definitely not what you want. And he's got all his artifacts out. There's nothing we can do against them. As the one downside to mono black is that you have no way of dealing with artifacts or enchantments. Only creatures. And this doesn't seem to be a particularly creature-heavy deck based on what he's played so far. There's Disciple of the Vault. Okay, I figured he was running that card with all the artifacts. I'm not surprised to see that at all. Oh, he's going to start triggering that. Yeah, this is not looking too good. He has 3 more cards in hand than we do. We're going to attack next turn, see if he decides to chump block with the Disciple of the Vault, but I doubt it. He'll probably keep it up. And just take the 2 from Gary. Oh, we have the second Gary. You'll never see that coming. Okay, he's using the map, triggers the Disciple, takes us back down to 20. Got a Swamp. Triggering the Nihil Spellbomb. Which triggers the Disciple again. He's going to exile all the cards in our graveyard, but that's okay. He also gets to draw a card off it. So he has significant card advantage here. But we do have the second Gary, which is pretty good. And not fantastic. Something, though. Do get a bit of life swing. And we are going to attack with our Gary. I doubt he'll chump block. I'll probably just take the 2. Figured as much. All right, we've got him down to 12. If we draw another Gary, this could be pretty good. But we could also just start drawing lands. And that would not be good. He's just drawing more and more cards. He has significant card advantage here. He has 5 more cards in hand than we do. And card advantage is pretty important. Now he has 6 more cards than we do. That's not good. Card advantage is definitely significant. Okay. I think I've seen that one before. Maybe not on video. Here's a new Kaladesh creature. Okay, so that gets his artifacts back. Like his maps. And he is going to go ahead and do that and get all his synergies going. So this is a pretty cool deck, actually. It has the artifact synergies, and then it's slightly aggressive with the Disciple of the Vault. And then it has the sacrifice synergies with the workshop assistant. It's a pretty cool deck. So let's see what artifact he gets back. Probably the map. Or no, he got the chromatic star back. Alright. Pretty interesting deck. Definitely not a tier 1 deck, but pretty interesting. It's funny, it seems like when we were playing in just for fun, well, that's pretty good against his 1/1s. We were getting all tier 1 decks, and now that we're playing on tournament practice, we are facing up against non-tier 1 decks. That's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on tournament practice, but I might have accidentally gone on just for fun. It's possible. I'll have to go back and look. We may very well be in just for fun, I am realizing now. But, you know, it happens. It's okay. We got to see a cool deck. Either way. Even though he has significant card advantage, this isn't looking too terrible. But that can change pretty rapidly. Alright, he's stacking the star, triggering the disciple. Gonna do a damage to us. Still down to 8. Do have enough for tendrils if he plays something bad. You know what, we should probably just tendrils that. It seems like he's just playing 1/1s, unless he plays something bigger. The workshop assistant. Yeah, let's tendrils this guy, because we don't want him to gain life. And it looks like he doesn't have anything big in his deck. He might have Garmog Angler, though. So if he has Angler, we pretty much just lose. Okay, so he does sack it. And he does get to scry 1. He chooses not to attack at all. So he's probably planning on blocking. Okay, Chittering Rats is a pretty good draw. You know, I've got to be honest, I have missed giving people the bad rats. It's just not the same without it. I need my rats. Let's see here. Let's get rid of the one that lets him sacrifice. And he gets to choose a target too. Let's see what he chooses for his target to do 1 damage to. He chooses us. So we get rid of that at least, so then he can't sack his workshop assistant. Now we're going to attack with both, and he's probably going to block with both. If I had to guess. Or at least block with that one, so he gets one of his artifacts back. So that'll put him down to 6. So if we draw another Gary, that's pretty much game. So it's definitely what we want to top deck here. Gets all his triggers. Triggers the Disciple. Well, he's got 5 cards to our 0, so that's really bad. If we didn't have such a terrible start, I think we probably would have won by now. But it's hard to say. Let's see what he's got. Now he'll Spellbomb again. It's not going to help him. Okay, he's going to use it. Again, that's not going to help him. He is using it to draw a card, though. He might be desperate. He might be getting desperate, and that's why he's drawing a card. He did play a land, so he may have drawn a land. There's Death Greeter again. We don't want that to stick around. And Workshop Assistant. Alright, so if we draw Gary here, that pretty much does it. It's not Gary, but it means we can get rid of the Death Greeter, so we can't gain a ton of life. And now, let's see. Swing in with these guys. I made a misplay. I should have used the Witches on the Disciple of the Vault first, because now he can block. Okay, but he's not going to anyway, so we can still Witches it. But that was still a misplay. I should have done that before. I realized that too late. Oh well, it's a good learning experience. Now we kill it. Okay, he's targeting our face again. So we go down to 16. He is on 2. And this is looking pretty good. He does have 4 cards, though. He could have something bad. But this is looking pretty good. And GG. Okay, that was a good first game. So we definitely want these Shrivels in, because pretty much all his stuff is 1/1s. And then he has the Spell Bombs, so let's just take out the Anglers, because I don't think we're going to be able to cast them. Let's just try that. Alright, game 2. Let's see. Do we risk it and try to draw lands? I think his deck is slow enough that we do. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's try to draw some lands here. Hopefully up at the top. Okay, he's got Chromatic Star. Okay, that's a land. Perfect. That is perfect. This is exactly what we wanted to draw. Doesn't matter that it's Bajuka Bog, since we didn't have a turn 1 play anyway. So it doesn't matter that Enter's tapped. That's very good to draw land there. That means we can sign a Blood on turn 2. Okay, he's drawing cards. Wrenchmind, okay. Let's see here. Probably Unearth. And Tendrils is slow. Let's go for that. Go for more creature base this time. So he did Cyborg and Wrenchmind against us. Alright, let's sign in blood. We did draw another land already, so that's quite good. So we can play our 3 drops. It's a much better start than last game, so but we did manage to win that, so you know that's making me feel quite positive about this one. He does have an island. There's Ponder. Another wrench mine. Damn. Alright, well, let's just go real aggressive here. Ditch those 2. I think that's the best things to ditch. He's given us no choice. Alright, let's Batarats him. Give him the old Batarats. Always yield to Batarats. Always. So that's good. That should set him back a turn. Let's see what he's got. He'll spell bomb again. So he's going to use that to make, exile everything in our graveyard and draw a card. So since we took out the anglers, it doesn't matter that our graveyard is taken out. That's why I took the anglers out, because I figured he was going to keep that in. So I think that was a pretty good sideboard to take those out. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, he's triggering those chromatic stars. Drawing cards, Death Greeter. Alright. Play that, and Batarats. Again. I'll put him down to only 1 card in hand, which is really good. Swing in. Hit him for 2. We're both at 18. And end our turn. Now he's got 2 cards to our 2 cards, and he also had a land, so this seems like pretty even so far on cards. He doesn't have crazy card advantage like he did last game. Okay, there's Workshop Assistant. Excuse me. Oh boy. Well, he has 0 cards in hand, so there's no reason to rats him, so let's go for the Rager. But we've got it. We've got it waiting. Okay. That's going to be really good. We've got a lot of devotion already. Let's keep it until we play the next rats, too. We're going to attack with both, keep up this pressure. See if he decides to ditch his Workshop Assistant. He does. So he is going to gain a life off the Death Greeter. And he is going to be able to get back one of his artifacts, and I assume he'll get back the Chromatic Star. He is. So he gains a life off the Death Greeter. Goes down to 17. We're both at 17. Death Greeter is pretty annoying. Star. And he's got 1 more card in hand. Let's see what it is. Okay, he's using the starter draw. So we should be able to give him the bad rats next turn. Unless he manages to dump both the cards out of his hand. Okay, ponder, so most likely he's going to have at least one card in hand we can rats him with. And that'll be a really good tempo play to set him back. Then we'll have a pretty big Gary after that. That'll be a really good health swing. It's pretty sweet art. I like his shoulder blades. Okay, there's map. Okay, so he did play his cards because it was just a land. So the rats isn't that good. Witches is good. Let's play the witches. And then we can't use this the turn it's played, unfortunately. That would be really nice. Let's hit him for 6. Put him down to 11. And he's down to 1 card, so this is looking pretty good. If he draws a land here, he's just fucked, because we can Gary him for a huge amount. So let's see what he draws. Workshop assistant. I think we've probably still got him here with the Gary. I'm not sure. He might be able to get enough life off the Death Greeter. Well, not if we do that first. We'll just delay a turn here. Actually, which one should we do? Should we do the Death Greeter? No, let's do the Death Greeter. That was a fantastic draw. We're going to swing in with everything. He's going to trade the Workshop Assistant and get try the Chromatic Star back again. Yep. No, he actually got the other Workshop Assistant back. But he is dead to Gary. He's very much dead to Gary. So this should be game. Just plays it out. And then Gary should be it. This is going to be an enormous Gary. This is Gary for 11. That's a huge swing. And that's game. Alright, that was a good game. Let me check real quick. Okay, we were in just for fun. Okay, that's my bad. But still, we got to see a pretty cool deck. So next time I'll make sure we're in tournament practice. I'm going to switch over now so we make sure that we're in that. But, you know, that was a pretty cool deck. It was like Affinity, but it had sacrifice stuff to it. That was pretty cool. So that was a good game. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.